Today on Morning Drive, we tell you what is on the line for and what you can learn from the contenders at the RBC Canadian Open. Also, you can ride, fly, and drive along with Matt Janella as he completes the Met Golf Association's Dream 18. 18 holes on 18 different courses in just over 15 hours. And Bernhard Langer chases a perfect 10 of senior majors today. He is on the course as we speak, and we will update you on his progress throughout the show. All that and more today on Morning Drive. Hey there, good morning. Welcome into Morning Drive, Sunday, July the 30th, the year 2017. This is Studio AP Damon Hack alongside the not-so-big-timer Charlie Reimer, a couple of PGA Tour winners, and Robert Damon and Brian Bateman. You're disappearing before our eyes, buddy. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I've never heard you start a show with "Hey there." I mean,
I'd mix it up a little bit.
Have you guys ever heard that? I mean, I've never heard "Hey there," but I'm thrilled to be with this foursome right here. We got Bailey Mosier coming up in a minute. The five of us need to take it out to the golf course. This has been a lot of fun getting ready for this show. We got a lot of great stuff coming your way today, folks.
How you doing, Dameron? You in a good mood?
I'm always in a good mood. I get to come here, be with you guys, talk about golf a little bit.
Yeah, we got Sea Island Bateman's here. It's good to be. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays.
It's been probably about a year since I've been welcome back.
Hold on. We got to fix you up real quick. We got a little collar thing here.
Nice. If you want to
now we're good.
Okay. Now we're ready to show some Marcel Seam highlights. Did you see what happened? You're such a good teammate. Marcel Seam, how about this? A hole-in-one. Check this out. The 17th hole, the Porsche European Open. If this goes in, it's a brand new car.
You know what I call that?
What's that?
Taking it to the bucket.
A slam dunk
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's not a good one. It went in too fast. I'm a tough grade. That's a D plus for the one.
How about the dance?
The dance is good. The car is good.
I mean, that is it a Porsche or a Porsche, by the way?
That's what it is. Panamera is what it's called, right?
Depends on where you grew up, I guess.
A fast hatchback.
How many hole-in-ones do you have, Charlie?
I have 11 ones.
What? Do you really?
I do. I'm old. That tells you how old I am.
I'm just a rotten iron player. I've got 6.
Bateman?
I have 3.
Oh.
D?
But I do have 2 double eagles.
Zero for me.
By the way, the one I made on the PGA Tour, I made on number 12 at Glen Abbey to the tough back right hole location.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, by the way,
cool.
I didn't win anything, but I got a bottle of whiskey. I don't drink. My caddy Mitch knew what to do with that whiskey, though.
This show already going off the rails. We'll talk about the RBC Canadian Open in just a little bit. Happening now, Bernhard Langer, yes, going for a 10th senior major. It's already his record. He's trying to extend it. Yesterday, a beautiful round of golf at Royal Porthcawl in Wales. 6 under 65, a 4-shot lead over Corey Pavin. Bernhard Langer possibly, guys, would have a 3rd senior open, a 3rd major this season, a 33rd PGA Tour Champions win. Let's go back to yesterday, Brian Bateman. Miguel Angel Jimenez, the 13th hole putting for an eagle.
The mechanic up and over the swale. I love the reaction when he does something good.
Is he going to dance too? Marcel Seam
dances it.
Seam and now Jimenez with the dance. All right, Bateman, this is Corey Pavin, one of the great iron players. This is his 2nd shot on the par 4 now.
Well, he loves to work the ball both ways, Damon, and when it's windy, that's when he's at his best. And watch this iron shot. It's a little low cut in there, Charlie, about a foot. Love it. You can make that one.
Let's not get carried away.
Ties for the lead. Now the aforementioned Langer. This is the 3rd hole birdie putt, Bateman.
Pretty straight here, just outside the right edge. And he's been doing this for years now. His putting is as better now as it's ever been, even with the long putter.
Takes a 1-shot lead. Now to the 6th hole, Robert Damon. This is the par 5, his 3rd shot.
Of all the wonderful aspects of his game, this is the one that's overlooked, I think, the most, and maybe the best part, the pitching.
He would make that extend his lead to 2 shots at 2 under. Now, Dameron, this is the 8th hole. This par 3, the tee shot, and I just love the body language.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to steer it in the hole. Everything he can do to get it in. Stay right. Come back. We're in Wales. You're not supposed to back those shots up. You're supposed to bounce forward and links golf.
Still a 2-shot lead, now at 3 under par. Now Corey Pavin on the par 5 18th hole. This is his 3rd shot, a little touch of class here.
Oh, I was giving Langer credit for his short game. This guy is right there with the top of all time when it comes to touch around the greens, and showing you why.
Nice little chip, a birdie within a few feet. He finished 4 shots behind Bernhard Langer at 1 under. All right, not so big timer. The 15th hole, this is Langer on the par 3.
Okay, check this out. See if this looks a little, sort of a little hitchy right there. Okay, so what people say about a shot like that, or a player that hits a shot like that, he's got great hands. What in the world does that mean? We're going to get into that a little bit later on in the show. Great hands, what are they?
The tee.
You're going to find out.
All right, how about the 18? Now putting for a birdie.
Just always on with the putter. Always on. Yeah, he only won the Senior Open last time it was here by 13 shots.
13 shots.
I think he likes the place.
That was back in 2014. You see it right there. This is the score after round 3, in position to win his 3rd major this season. Bernhard Langer, 10th overall, 33rd career PGA Tour Champions title on the line. That would pull him within 12 of Hale Irwin's all-time mark of 45. Now listen, folks, a spoiler alert, because round 4 is already underway. Because whether they move the tee times up, you can watch it on golfchannel.com/tour stream. And here are the current scores if you want to know what is happening. I want to know what's happening. A 2-shot lead, a 4-shot lead is now a 2-shot lead over the gutty little Bruin. They're through 8 holes as Bernhard Langer trying to win a 10th senior major at the age of 59. Charlie Reimer, I tell you what, we used to think that, you know, when you're turned 50, you got to get it early. You got to win at age 50 and 51. Bernhard Langer will turn 60 years of age in August.
Yeah, he certainly didn't get the memo on that. Similar to Hale Irwin, and that Hale Irwin didn't get the memo either. Just confidence is so much a part of this game, and he is just on an unbelievable roll right now. And I know a few times in my career I had some confidence, felt like I had some momentum, and just to keep it going was so challenging. But for whatever he's doing, he's got it on an unbelievable roll, and I don't see him stopping anytime soon, Robert.
Well, yeah, I had confidence one afternoon. It was a great, it was a great way to play, believe me. But he has always had it. And the other thing, too, about his longevity, look at the way he looks and is built. He hasn't gained 1 pound since he won the Masters back in '84, I think it was. And he hasn't aged. He's still in great shape. You know, he doesn't have a violently fast golf swing that's going to hurt his joints or anything. Every time I think he's going to slow down, he does.
To start the week.
He's been sick all week.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. You talk about his fitness, but no one prepares more than Bernhard Langer. On a Monday and a Tuesday on courses he's played for years, he's out there acting like he's playing it for the first time. But you're right, Charlie, he's been sick all week. Comes out yesterday 65. He did say he felt a little bit better, but the first 2 days he felt awful. And he still got this lead. But you need to pay attention today, because he may not be invincible. Remember back at the Senior Constellation, players thought it was between he and Brant Jobe coming down the stretch. And McCarron came out of nowhere. It can be a chink in the armor.
Yeah, Langer doubled the 17th hole with the players.
Yeah, I don't know.
Back to back.
So it's not over yet.
Not over yet.
But he's really good.
Absolutely. All right, folks. And be sure to watch streaming coverage on www.golfchannel.com/tour stream. Also happening now, yes, the RBC Canadian Open. A lot at stake today for these players, and a great day yesterday for Charlie Hoffman. He holds a 1-shot lead. He's looking for his 5th career PGA Tour win after a round of 65. Yesterday, that lead is over Kevin Chappell. To the highlights we go, Robert Damon. Robert Garrick is 16th hole, par 5, going for the green in 2. And look at this spin in that.
Look at the spin.
Tour sauce.
Yeah, the kids call it tour sauce nowadays. I'm too old for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
I'll
are.
call that a great shot.
Unbelievable. To 3 feet, he would make that for eagle and ties the course record at 10 under 62, sitting at 15 under. Now, how about Dustin Johnson here, Damon? The iron play, really the wedge play has been a big part of his resurgence in 2016-17.
Absolutely, and he had it going early, making a ton of birdies on the front 9, and like you said, Charlie could probably make that putt.
Probably. 13 under, 2 shots back now. The 11th hole, more DJ from the trees.
Yeah, things went a little bit off the rails on the back 9 for him. He got such a hot start, but maybe tried to bite off a little more than he should have on that one.
Absolutely. There is water trouble at Glen Abbey. Fun to see the big hitters trying to make eagles and birdies. How about Charlie Hoffman now? Charlie Ryman, 13th hole. Speaking of some water, here's the par 5. He's hitting his third.
Yeah, over that bunker. The creek is there to the right. He didn't see any of that. That creek, by the way, I accidentally threw a flag stick in there one time. Only letter I ever got from the tour. I had to do a little apology. I wasn't trying to throw it in the creek. I was just trying to throw it in the grass over there. I caught a flyer.
That's a good story. I never heard that story.
Yeah, I was a little angry.
Kevin Chappell, third shot from the par 5 to 13th hole.
Boy, a lot of depth to that bunker. You see how he didn't hit like an explosion where it was like violent. It had a little bit of touch in there. Really cool shot.
And now here's Charlie Hoffman, the 15th hole, the par 3 from the tee.
Watch the club face in the finish. See how that club face stays square for a long, long time? He's got an unusual release, but that's why he hits it so straight. A lot of people, the top of that golf swing, that club face is already almost facing the ground. He keeps it at the target a long, long time.
7 under 65 for Charlie Hoffman, that one-shot lead over Kevin Chappell. Kevin won already this season. Charlie trying to win for the first time since last season at the Valero Texas Open. That was the site of Kevin's win earlier this year. Now the 54-hole position of the winner. It hasn't gone well the previous 5 years. You see the deficit, you see the position. 7 of the last 8 leaders going into the final round have not been able to win. And then you also have Charlie Hoffman's situation. Charlie, he's a player who has 4 PGA Tour wins but has never won while holding the lead. He also has 5 top 10s this season and 8th place finish at the U.S. Open, so he's playing well. What do you see? What's kind of in play for him today?
Listen, Charlie's had a nice career. He's been at this a long time. He's made a lot of money. But you can look at the stats and see that he hasn't been able to finish when he's had the lead. He hasn't even been really good when he's had the 36-hole lead. You got a golf course that has 3 par 5s on the back 9 coming down the stretch where there's a lot of volatility. I think the guys that are in behind Hoffman, and this is just being totally honest, are pretty comfortable being in behind him. At some point, Charlie might finish when he's got a 54-hole lead. I just don't see it happening today, guys. I just don't see it happening.
You're talking about the finish, though. What's important to holding that 54-hole lead is the start to the last round. First 4 holes or so, if he can get, 1 under in the first 4, just get something going and something where he didn't miss fairways or hit a really bad shot or 3-putt somewhere where he goes, oh no, here, I'm going to lose it again. He needs just a nice, steady, solid start to today's round.
I think it's all about the putter for Charlie Hoffman, especially coming down the stretch. He can get some putts to go in early and get some confidence. But you're right, Charlie, he's had trouble finishing, and with 3 par 5s coming down the stretch, if someone posts a number early and puts some pressure on him to take care of these par 5s, you can't tell me he's not thinking about some of these collapses that he had. Played good at Augusta, shot 65
Played
first
great
round.
at Augusta.
Didn't have a very good weekend. Played good at the Open, at the U.S. Open. But as a player, we all have short memories. We at least try to on the golf course. But those big memories of not playing our best when we're under the gun, he's been on the first page of the leaderboard a lot this year, but has not cashed in. He's going to have to try to do it today.
You were kind. You call them big memories. They're more like scars.
Yeah.
And it really is hard to overcome scars. It happens. I hope it happens for Charlie. He's a pro's pro, and I hope he figures it out. But it's just been something. When he looks back on his career, it's something he's probably not very happy about. But he's got some good resources trying to figure it out. Maybe today's the day for him.
Maybe he can change that story today. How about watching and learning? You guys ready to take a little bit of a walk? All right.
Yeah, let's
take a walk a little bit,
talk
guys.
a little bit of Charlie Hoffman.
Give me a few minutes. Slow today.
He doesn't walk. He hops.
I hop around.
Yeah. So Charlie's not in a very good situation here. This is number 11. He's driven it to the left. He got some trees. He got some rough. What can we learn from this?
He's in a situation that most amateurs at home just fear. He's in the rough. There's a creek in front, and he's got to go over this tree. So the only way really to hit this shot, pull it off right, is to hit it as hard as you can. Charlie usually swings under control, but watch this swing. Let's see how under control this is. That's violent. That's as hard as he can go at it. But he had to do it. He had no choice. Beautiful shot there. Saved it. No problem. And the problem that happens that I see so much, and I'm guilty of it myself, when I know I have to go at one hard, I lunge from the top and the lower body gets out front. And what happens? Lower body out front, I end up thinning it and it zings right into that tree in front of me and I probably make triple. Go ahead and hit it hard, but make sure the transition's good and smooth and start getting hard from about right here through that way. Don't lunge from the top.
Or you could just pitch it out in the fairway and try and make four the old-fashioned way.
But you're not Charlie Hoffman.
Well, you're not going to win PGA Tour events chipping out the fairway very much. Mr. Palmer showed us this. Okay, Kevin Chappell, he's in trouble at 18. Walk us through this.
On an uphill lie, as Kevin's got here out of the bunker, what tends to happen is your hips don't slide forward the way they normally do. You throw it with the hands, the club face shuts left, and you end up doing probably this. Let's see what Kevin does. Uphill lie, you could see that golf ball start left. The hips don't slide forward. You can't hold that club face square. He almost hit some spectators. Look at this guy. He almost hit the baby.
Oh, no.
Look at the fear in his eyes.
Is that D.A. Wybrain right there?
It stole his hat, if it's not him. What you do is one of two things. Either make sure that your hips slide forward when you're hitting that uphill, force them up there, or allow for the throw, aim a little right, aim the club face right, allow that the ball's going to start a little left. Either way, don't hit at spectators.
Okay, so let's move to a guy who had the round of the week yesterday. Robert Garrigus, very talented player. What are we going to learn from Robert?
I just like this shot, and I like his sassiness. I said I'm not using tour sauce. Forget it. Watch this.
Oh,
Spin.
the twirl. Did we see a twirl?
Twirl, strutting off. I've done that a few times, and it ends up plugging in the front lip or something, and yeah, you feel foolish. He hit a great shot. Watch this, just showing it off.
Love the
In
twirl.
the zone. He knows it.
Damon, I hope you were paying attention to this, because if you're going to twirl, you got to make sure it's on a good shot. Maybe you should delay the twirl a little bit.
Delay the twirl.
I'm just saying.
Appreciate the advice. Mark O'Meara has a great twirl. He said he learned it from Lanny Watkins, by the way. I'll work on my twirl.
Okay, later. Just one more thing on your list.
Just one more thing to add along with my short game woes. All right, also happening now, yes, how about the ladies? The Aberdeen Asset Management Ladies Scottish Open. Kari Webb and Se-Young Kim co-lead. Webb looking for her 42nd win all-time, her first since 2014. Se-Young Kim is a 6-time winner on the LPGA Tour who won the Lorena Ochoa match play back in May. You see the leaderboard right there, 2-shot lead over Christy Kerr, who is a 2-time major champion. And folks, our coverage of the Aberdeen Asset Management Ladies Scottish Open continues at 3 p.m. Eastern Time today from Dundonald Links in Scotland. Should be a great final round as we watch a World Golf Hall of Fame member and LPGA Hall of Famer Kari Webb going for that 42nd win at the age of 42. Right now, let's say good morning to Bailey Mosier. Bailey?
Good morning, Damon. Yes, thank you. An impressive final round that is certain to be. And how about the RBC Canadian Open? Impressive stuff there. It's the third oldest national golf championship in the world behind just the Open and the U.S. Open. So as you can imagine, it has played host to some of golf's most memorable moments. Coming up throughout the morning, we're going to show some of those to you. And speaking of memorable, Matt Janella recently recreated the Dream 18 concept that Ben Crenshaw was originally a part of back in 1982. So it is 18 holes on 18 different courses in one day. Did they get them all in, and how many birdies did Matt Janella make? Well, stay tuned to find out. And we are all staying tuned to find out just how remarkable a career that Bernhard Langer is going to have when it is all said and done. He turns 60 next month, but he is showing no signs of slowing as he attempts to win a record 10th senior major championship today. We're going to take a closer look at some of his other major milestones on the PGA Tour Champions. We are with you live until 9:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. But Damon, back over to you.
All right, Bailey, right now, how about a closer look at Dameron and Reimer?
Is it
Let's see the twirl. It's the club twirl, guys.
It's a finger.
Twirl.
Okay, all right.
And then it's plugged
Those
in.
on the rails.